Welcome back. Today we begin something exciting, your own narrative journey with the Mahabharata. And I want to start with a simple truth. You already think like a storyteller. Every day you imagine alternate outcomes without noticing. If I had left 5 minutes earlier, if I had said that one line differently, if I had taken a different route, that's basically your brain exploring different story paths. So, in this chapter, we use that natural skills to start crafting your personal interpretation of the Mahabharata. Not a full epic today, just the beginning, just a strong story seed. And we will do it using a very simple structure anchor, branch, and consequences. Let's go. Quick recap. Because you have already learned the basics earlier, here is the idea in the simplest form. There is one important moment, then choices, and choices create different paths. Path A, Path B, Path C. Now, an important note, we are not proving physics today. No exam, no scary formulas. We are borrowing this branching idea as a storytelling tool, like a choose your own adventure book. It helps us ask what changes if someone chooses differently? What changes if a message comes late? That's all we need for today. So, what are we doing today? You will create a story seed, a small beginning that can grow into your own Mahabharata storyline later. And we will keep it beginner friendly. 5 lines only. One line for the anchor, one for the branch point, two consequences, and one big question. If you can do this, you can build bigger stories in later lessons. Here's the structure. Think of it as three ways that keep you from getting lost. First, anchor. This means you keep the soul of the epic. Characters should still feel like themselves. The emotional truth stays real. Second, branch point. You change one thing, one decision, one meeting, one message, one deal. Third, consequences. This is where your story becomes believable. A great shortcut is to think in ripples. First personal, then family, then kingdom. That's it. Anchor grounds you, branch creates novelty, consequences create depth. Now, where do you start? Pick just one lens. Character lens means you follow the story through one person's eye. Event lens means you choose one major moment and ask, what if it went differently? Theme lens means you focus on an idea like Dharma versus loyalty and retell events to explore that theme. For today's demo, we will use the event lens because it is the easiest way to see branching clearly. Let's do a demo with the famous moment, the dice game. In the original story, Yudhishthira accepts the game. Then losses stack up, exile happens, resentment grows, and the road to war becomes wider. Now we ask our branch question. What if he chose differently at that moment? Notice we are not throwing away the Mahabharata. We are respecting the core and exploring possibilities. Here are three quick alternate branches, three different story directions. Branch A, he refuses the game. This doesn't create instant peace. In fact, it can create a new kind of conflict, a political cold war. Accusations fly, alliances harder. Krishna's diplomacy may start earlier. Branch B, he accepts but sets a rule and limits. This changes the damage, maybe fewer losses, maybe less humiliation. Maybe exile terms are different. The war may still happen, but the emotional fuel changes. Branch C, a mediator steps in early. Someone forces a pause before the spiral becomes unstoppable. Now the battlefield becomes diplomacy, words become weapons, at least for a while. And look at what happens. The epic DNA remains. Pride, dharma tension, power struggle. But your direction becomes fresh. That's the heart of personal interpretation. Now it's your turn. And we will keep it easy. Write 5 lines. First, my anchor is what stays true about the character and the epic's emotional truth. Second, my branch point is one change, one moment. Third, consequence 1, personal. What changes inside someone? Fourth, consequences 2, family or kingdom. What changes outside? Alliances, trust, politics. Fifth, your new big question. This is your story's heartbeat. For example, in this version, what is Dharma when peace is possible but pride blocks it? And remember, the first version doesn't need to be perfect. He just needs to be honest. What if? That's how a narrative journey begins.